In today's session, I have planned to discuss about a very important topic, that is force between two parallel currents. As we studied that, according to right hand thumb rule, if thumb shows the direction of the current, the curled fingers shows the direction of the magnetic field. Let me consider a conductor. It is a current carrying conductor. Let me call this conductor is A, and the current through the conductor is IA. Yeah, by right hand thumb rule, the direction of the magnetic field around this conductor is anti-clockwise. This is the direction of the magnetic field. Here at this point, the direction of the magnetic field is getting into the plane. Here at this point, the direction of the magnetic field is coming out. Here, the magnetic field is coming out. Here, the magnetic field is getting in. The magnetic field is getting in by right hand thumb rule, like this. The magnetic field produced by this conductor A, which is carrying the current IA, at this point is BA. So what is BA? The magnetic field produced at this point by this current carrying conductor. This point is located at a distance D from the conductor. D is the distance between the point of interest and the conductor, or we can say the radius of this magnetic loop which is produced along this straight current carrying conductor. As we studied Ampere's circuital law, by Ampere's circuital law, the magnetic field around the perimeter of this loop, perimeter 2 pi d is the perimeter of the loop, is equal to mu naught times the current enclosed by this loop, that is IA. This is according to Ampere's circuital law. So therefore, the magnetic field at this point is BA is equal to mu naught IA divided by 2 pi d. This is equation number 1. Now, I am going to place another current carrying conductor in this magnetic field, that is in the magnetic field produced by this conductor. So let me keep one more conductor here. This is conductor B. This conductor is also a current carrying conductor. IB is the current that is flowing through the conductor B. As we studied that, whenever a current carrying conductor is kept in an external magnetic field, this conductor experiences a force. So that force can be calculated by using Bill sin theta. So let me write that the force acting on this conductor B by conductor A, the force acting on conductor B due to conductor A is equal to Bill sin theta. B here means the external magnetic field in which the conductor B is kept, that is BA. That is magnetic field produced by the conductor A at this point. I is the current that is passing through the conductor B. L is the segment, the line segment of the conductor B. Say from here to here. This is the line segment L, the length of the conductor B. L. Sine theta, that is the angle between the magnetic field and the current element. Yes, all of us know that. Fleming's left-hand rule. This Fleming's left-hand rule is also known as force rule. According to this force rule, thumb finger shows the direction of force, that is magnetic force. Forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field. Central finger shows the direction of current. So let me hold these three fingers according to the situation here. Here, the magnetic field at this point by this conductor is into the plane. So I am holding into the plane. And the current through the conductor B is vertically upward, like this. This is vertically upward. And the direction of force that is acting on B by A is towards A. So the direction of force that is B on A towards A. But that is by Fleming's left-hand rule. Fleming's left-hand rule states that hold the first three fingers of the left hand such a way that all the three should be perpendicular to each other. Then forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field, direction of force, and the direction of current. Thumb finger shows the direction of force, central finger shows the direction of current, forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field. Right. Now here, theta is the angle between the current and the magnetic field, that is 90 degree. So sine 90 is equal to 1. Therefore, we write that force acting on B by A is equal to BA. What is BA? BA is here, mu naught IA divided by 2 pi d into IB into L into sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. Sine of 90 is equal to 1. So we get this one. Now, let us keep the conductor A in the magnetic field produced by the conductor B. Say for example, like this, we have the conductor B, that is a conductor B. The current carrying conductor, the current passing through the conductor B is IB. Right. According to right hand thumb rule, the direction of the magnetic field at this point is coming out. At this point, it is getting in. Here it is coming out. Here it is coming out. Here it is getting in. Okay. Now, if you call this distance is d, then what is the magnetic field here? In a similar way, you can write magnetic field at the point B is equal to mu naught times the current through the conductor B divided by 2 pi d. That is 2 pi d, this distance. Because this is the perimeter of the magnetic loop. Now suppose if you keep one conductor A, this is conductor A carrying current IA. This conductor experiences a force because this current carrying conductor is kept in the magnetic field produced by the conductor B. That I can write as the magnetic force acting on the conductor A by conductor B is equal to del sin theta, that is magnetic field here into current passing through this conductor is Ia into the length of this conductor is L into sin theta. Now I am going to write this as force acting on B by A is equal to BB. The magnetic field produced by the conductor B at this point is mu naught IB divided by 2 pi D into Ia into L, because that theta, that is the angle between the magnetic field and the current element, is 90 degrees. We can hold the first three fingers of the left hand according to the situation. Here the situation is magnetic field is coming out of the plane like this, and the current carrying through the conductor is vertically upward. Magnetic field is coming out, the direction of the current is vertically upward, and the direction of the force acting on A by B is towards B, like this. It is like this. Force acting on A by B. Now, this equation and this equation appears to be same. Force acting on B by A and force acting on A by B both are same. So together we can write that force acting on A by B is equal to minus force acting on B by A. This is force acting on A due to B. This is force acting on B due to A. They are equal and opposite. They are just in the opposite direction like this. Like this. This is force acting on A by B. They are equal and opposite. So, we can write that like this. Force acting on A by B and force acting on B by A are equal and opposite. So, whenever two conductors carrying the current in the same direction, they attract each other. So together we can write that F is equal to mu naught Ia IB divided by 2 pi D into L. Or in other words, we can write that force per unit length is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 Ia IB divided by 2. I have adjusted here, 2 I have adjusted here, pi is brought here, what is left out here is D. 2 1s are 2 2s are, you get 2 pi D. So this force per unit length, we call it is F. F is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 Ia IB divided by D. So the SI unit of this force is Newton per meter. This is force acting on unit length of the conductor. Force acting on unit length of the conductor. What is L? L is the line segment, length of line segment, length of each conductor. Now, suppose if these two conductors are maintained with the same current, say 1 ampere, suppose if Ia is equal to IB is equal to 1 ampere, Ia and IB are maintained with the same amount of current, and distance between the two conductors is 1 meter. Then how much force each conductor would experience? That is, F is equal, as we know that mu naught by 4 pi is a constant value. 10 raised to minus 7 into 2. IA is 1 ampere. IB is also 1 ampere and distance is 1 meter. The distance between the two conductors we have considered 1 meter, and each conductor is maintained with the temperature constant current 1 ampere. Then the force would be 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton per meter. Right. Or in other words, each conductor would experience a force of 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton. Fine. So, IA we have considered here. IA is equal to IB is equal to 1 ampere and D is equal to 1 meter. Then, suppose if these two conductors are carrying the current in the opposite direction. Let us take like this. If two conductors are carrying the current in the opposite direction, this is IA and this is IB, then they would experience a repulsive force. When two conductors carry the current in the same direction, they experience attractive force, or the nature of the force between the two conductors is attractive. Here, when the direction of the currents are opposite, they experience a repulsive force. This is force acting on A by B. This is force acting on B by A. This completes force between two parallel currents. Thank you.